used to play on the radio. The DJs, the house parties went crazy, yo.
What I gotta do to get this shit on back? That raw rap, that boom bap, bars and flows, yo.
This type of shit used to play on the radio.
Okay. You eyes on? You good? You look scared.
I don't know what happened, but ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Season
What
2.
up? Season
2. We here. Quarantine and rap. The time has come. The time has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back and I've got someone with me.
Yo, it's your girl, Jomy Lowe's. What
Yes.
it do? Hello, everybody. How are you? I'm doing swell. I come from England and I come from Dominican Republic and Mexico and all types of nationalities. I'm lying. I'm from New York. What up?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Puerto Ricans have decided to run the asylum for good. Season 2, Quarantine and Rap. My brand new co-host, who's not new to the scene, Jomy Lowe's.
What's up?
All right, so before we get into anything, we need a little moment of silence for the big homie who passed away recently. You know what I mean? A little moment of silence for Screech from Saved by the Bell, who unfortunately passed away from lung cancer.
Yeah, man.
So here's our little moment of silence for the homie. All right, Screech. May you give some of these principles up and having a hard time. You know what I mean? In recent news, you know what I mean? And let me just give everybody a heads up now as to why, you know what I mean, like this is going that way. There's a lot of things that's going on in the world where I feel it should not be ignored because of the content that is being given. Because in one way or another, it's still relatable and it still affects us in a way. For instance, President Biden just signed the immigration order and established a task force to reunite separated families. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That to me is amazing because that is one thing that I felt really affected me in a way because, you know, there are people we're related to. We're Hispanics. And a lot of them come over to the country. Some do it illegally for a better life. Maybe they're running away from danger. Whatever the situation is, they come here. A lot of them do come here for a better living, to supply for their families. So the fact that a lot of these families were separated and kids sleeping in cages just never sat well with me.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that he's actually making a change with that because a lot of these kids, they need their families, you know what I mean? Like you just never know, you know, what their struggle really is in other countries, and they don't get that support in other countries either, you know what I mean? So
Word.
I'm kind of glad he's actually taking charge and doing stuff, you know what I mean?
Big ups to Biden.
Starting, you know?
Yeah, hopefully there's something that could be done for immigrants who are here legally. If it was me, I'd set up something where it's like, listen, I'm gonna give you a chance to get your citizenship, or now you'd have no other choice but to go back to your country. If they really want to be here, then they'll take the necessary steps. Or if not, if it's not that important, unfortunately, you're just gonna have to email your family. Unfortunately, you know, that's just me. I'd give them that chance to get the citizenship.
Word. And it only takes 5 years. Just saying.
I mean, if they've been here for 15, you know.
You might as well, right?
Right? You've been here so long. Might as well. What's another 5?
For real.
Yeah.
Seriously.
In other news, our beloved Devin from Drumline, Mr. Love Don't Cost a Thing, our wild announcement, has tested positive for COVID-19.
Yep,
he got the Rona.
I saw that shit. I'm like, him and wasn't Nick? It was Nick Cannon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They better get it together. And now they're trying to push this vaccine on everybody. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
I haven't got it. I've been in no position to be forced to get it as well. So, you know, teach
Yeah.
their own.
Well, everybody out there, be safe. Don't
Yeah.
don't think that the Rona is fake. And
And I don't act like we don't see all your stories of you going to these parties where there's like 150 to 200 people in the building. You're not fooling anybody. It did not happen last year.
word,
So
but people don't listen. So what you gonna do? What we gonna do? People don't
you
listen.
won't.
And that's why, and I guess that's why they're trying to push this vaccine because they feel as though the vaccine is safe for you. See, me personally, I don't want a vaccine. I'll be all right without it, and I'll just keep building
Yeah.
my immune system. It's all about building your immune system. There's nothing to it. Okay, as long as you're taking your vitamins, eating the proper things that are gonna help you. That's all really what matters. Like, you know what I mean? So
Where take care of yourself and be safe, mask up and keep your 6 feet. Don't be stupid.
word.
Um let's get some new music. New music out. We got RJ Payne, Beautiful Pain 3 EP, which definitely fire. My favorite song on there is Superman's Curse. I would love to go, to dive deeper into that song, but I'd rather you guys listen to the music and listen to the entire EP. It's what I mean. RJ Payne is definitely one of my favorite artists out now. Um, who else we got? We got our fellow Boricua, Mr. Bodega Bams.
Bands.
He dropped he dropped the king, and what I mean. Can't forget Peter Guns and Lord Tariq's Uptown Baby. Same sample from Jerry Rivera's song. That's another. Bodega Bams is definitely a fire
No,
MC.
it's not. It's you gotta say Jerry Rivera. Don't be disrespecting my Spanish folks, okay? I'm just letting you know to get Jerry Rivera.
My bad. I was on corporate time.
Listen. Jerry Rivera. Roll the R. Okay, you got it? You got it? Okay.
I'll work on that. That's the one thing crazy though about my like trying to pronounce certain words. I can never get that R.
You can never get the R.
Yeah, there's days I have it. There's a lot of days where I don't.
You better go
So
practice.
I've been striking out more than I've been getting to the base.
You better practice.
Who else we got? We got Mickey Fax, who I haven't had the chance to listen to yet, but I noticed he did drop an audio Last Will and Testament. I'm definitely interested in listening to that. But Jomy,
What's up?
an album that I actually finished today. Paris Jackson, the daughter of Michael Jackson, her album.
I checked
I
it
forgot.
out.
She did her thing.
Well, I mean, her father is Michael Jackson. I mean, I'd expect her to do her thing. You know what I mean?
But it's good that they didn't go in the lane like trying to carve her out to be the next.
Yeah, just like her father.
Mm-hmm,
But I
yeah.
mean, I just feel like, well, the album is called Wilted,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an indie. She has it under, she's independent right now. So, but having that music gene in her, I would expect nothing but the best. You feel me? I mean, she
Right.
has a high bar to. I mean, then again, it's celebrity kids, but
Yeah,
she
she's a
has some big
Jackson,
shoes. Yeah, she has some big shoes to fill.
definitely. But yeah, check out them albums and singles. They're definitely. The one project I didn't check out. I'm definitely gonna check out tonight is Mickey Fax. But and I know Mickey Fax he's a dope MC. So I know Mickey's not gonna disappoint. So everybody check out them.
He was actually, I think. Go ahead.
No, I'm go ahead.
Go ahead. It's cool.
Oh no. Just everybody check out them artists new music, and yeah, let us know what y'all think if y'all listen to it.
Yep. And if you got anybody that you have in mind, you wanna send them our way, go for it. Send them to Ray
Word.
Pearson. I'm still new on the block. I still new around here.
But speaking of, right? Speaking of, I just want to give this shout out to a couple artists who are featured on this week's Artist of the Week. Ron Solomon, Young Benny, Samad Savage,
Samad Savage, Jersey, what up?
Rich
Sorry.
Lewis, Boricua was
Rich
good.
Lewis. Yo, Rich got bars. Like,
I heard I was watching
put
one of
him
his
on
videos.
a cipher because he's gonna rip you. Okay.
I was definitely watching one of the videos. I'm like, oh man, this dude is hella nice.
He's dope.
Hella nice.
Shout out to the kid too.
Hayes the Kid. Hayes the Kid.
That's another one with bars.
You know what? I did holler at Hayes the Kid. Me and Hayes the Kid. I got some more convo to get out of him. But yeah, and can't forget the home from Detroit, Valid. What up though? So you know what I mean, the information from them artists will be posted in the description on YouTube, as well as I will have a post on my Instagram with a few snippets from their music. So viewers, check them out. If you like what you hear, follow them, support. It costs nothing to support, it costs nothing to share.
Absolutely. And shout out to, if you're looking for producers, Samad Savage is definitely a producer. He makes some amazing beats. I've actually worked with him personally. And I've seen his growth. Not to, it's just because I know him. So, he's a very, very, very talented young man. And he's the future, bro. He is.
Samad is dope. I was listening to him and I don't know who his influences are. But when I was listening to him, I could see the energy of a Kendrick. And I always say this guy's name wrong. Jid from Dreamville.
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I might be even saying his name wrong, so forgive me, Dreamville fans, if I said his name wrong. But yeah, no, like I was listening, I'm like, yo, like I can hear the energy. Samad is definitely dope, definitely. But yeah, that's the new music artist of the week and news for y'all. But now let's get into it. Jomy Los.
What I do?
So I wanted to bring you on as my co-host because you're someone with a dope personality.
I'm just crazy. I don't know why you collect. This is crazy. Like what?
Nah, but it's needed. It's very much needed. It's better to have someone of your energy than someone that you're trying to force a vibe out of.
Nah, I feel you. Yeah. Energies have to match. I feel you.
Words. And what I also wanted to do with this episode here is not so much be a reintroduction. For those who don't know what you've done, where your hands have been in the past, as far as like you're not new to this.
Yeah.
So please let us tell everybody all the endeavors that you've been a part of and still a part of.
I guess. Well, for starters, I'm a singer by God's blessing. Let's start with that.
Who's a great vocalist, by the way.
Yes.
Great vocalist.
So I've sang everywhere, I have to say. I've been singing since I was maybe 8, 9. I played the drums from when I was 6 to 10. I played the cello, the clarinet, the trumpet, violin. These are all instruments I played. And the one instrument that I regret not learning how to play was the piano. That was the one instrument that I just never, ever learned how to play. Any other percussion instrument, I got you. Any string instrument, I got you. But anyway.
In other words, people, she didn't learn to play that because she was too busy walking on water.
No, I wasn't. Yeah. Well, I've been busy. I've been a busy person since I was young. Like ever since I was young, I was always involved in some positive shit. Like, and I'm talking about like, excuse my French. I'm talking
No,
about
fuck that. Fuck your shit.
I used to play sports. I was part of like a whole bunch of clubs when I was younger, growing up. But besides that, I used to, know everybody, and the fact that, that I was in the mix everywhere, I was just cool as hell. Like I'm just a nonchalant individual. Like there's nothing like, yeah. But what you call it? Other than that, from there, I've been singing on stages and singing with people. I actually sang backup for Chrisette Michelle back when I was like 21 for a short period of time. And then from there, I started my radio career with Rejects, Worldwide Radio. Shout out to Mama Rejects.
Shout outs to Mama.
So I started with them, and I just came in as a regular individual, and I ended up being their assistant business administrative assistant. So, my job with them was more or less filling in the slots, building new shows, scouting, network marketing. I was really, on it and stuff like that. And but I had left in January 2019. It was time to close that chapter and then move on to other chapters. But in the midst of that, I was mixed up with like Taínas Unidas, which, we did a big fundraiser with to help Puerto Rico. Going back to Rejects Worldwide Radio before I continue. My show was Jomy Show. And in my show, I would always give a history of hip hop. What happened in hip hop this week that we don't know, because a lot of us, we love hip hop and hip hop this and hip hop that, but you don't know the history, where that song was sampled from, this and that, you know what I mean? So I felt like our people needed some type of education. I'm big on education. That's like one of my biggest priorities. One of the biggest things that I love, that I value is education. So I just wanted to educate the people on the history of hip hop, where it started, who were our ancestors, our grandfathers, of hip hop, the golden era of hip hop, the gangster rap of hip hop, when hip hop turned into trap music, when the South came in and, kind of took over. And then when, and then I did Cypher Fridays. And with Cypher Fridays, that's when I met you. I did a Bronx Cypher, I believe it was. And it was a whole, was that the Bronx?
No.
I'm not sure.
Where I met you was and I forgot the venue name out in Newark. But I heard they had got shut down. It was through the Rejects open mic.
Oh, the Cage.
Yeah, that was a dope spot.
Yeah, it was. Definitely was a dope spot. I don't know
why
it was a
dope spot. Yeah, no, I heard that they got shut down, but it's a crime because the Cage was a dope venue.
Yeah, but shit happens. And then exactly. I believe she moved it to a Lower Lounge. That's when they started doing open mics there. And then they moved it over to La Rouge. What is it, La Rouge? Yeah. Shout out to Vibes in the City. Right. They the family. They are the family. It's like now. But and then after I left Rejects, even in the midst of Rejects, we were doing a lot of community work. Like a lot of my stuff is based off like community and basically helping. So like I grew up just giving back. Like my mom helped house a whole bunch of immigrants. So my house was lit all the time. It was never like something that like it was something that I'm used to now. Like even now, if somebody was to ask me, "Yo, I need a place to stay," I'll try to help them out. Not in my house, but it's like, no, I'm joking. Right. I'm joking. I'll give my couch up. I'm like that. Like my like I said, my mother raised us that way, to always give back and always be grateful and always remember that you could have had it worse. You know what I mean? So that those morals and values were instilled in me since I was a young kid. And we used to do a lot of community work when I was younger too. A lot of parades, a lot of stuff. And then, so, being with Rejects and Taínas Unidas, we kind of did a lot of community work, which was like doing a whole bunch of donation drives, sending stuff to Puerto Rico. Shout out to Grisel Ponce for she's in there somewhere. I saw you, sis. But she was part of Tainas Unidas and also part of giving back to Puerto Rico and stuff like that. So, it was a lot of fundraisers, a lot of, network that had to get done to do that. Also, we did a lot of back to school events with Taino's Kitchen. Shout out to Taino's Kitchen, to Métis for, allowing us to do these wrestling shows. Shout out to Frank for the wrestling shows. We used to do every year back to school events just to give back to the kids, book bags, and then just to give them something to watch. You know what I mean?
Word.
So, I did a lot of that. And then I ended up on the Puerto Rican Day Parade board of the city of Newark by mistake. I say that shit out. I say it all the time. I was like, I ended up here by mistake. How did I end up? I'm like, God, what are you doing? Why am I here? But I've in the line of being part of the Puerto Rican Day Parade, I've learned a lot. Like I learned a lot. And, I'm still learning. You know what I mean? It's not like, you stop learning once you're in there. No, you just keep learning from everybody. You know what I mean? And, rest in peace to these three great leaders that recently passed away. Tate Padilla, Jesus Casiano, and Carmen Vega. They were like three, legends in our community that recently passed away, but they were part of our Puerto Rican Day Parade organization. And now I'm just doing independent coat drives with kids, with Latin flavors, with Camacho floats, with a bunch of people in the community. And, I'm just a regular individual that's just helping people, as much as I can. And I don't have no agenda, so that we could just put that out there. I'm very transparent. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I wear my heart on my sleeve. If you got something to ask me, just ask me, because trust me, I have no hair in my tongue. But I just do stuff because, it's in my heart. It's embedded in me. It's something that I actually enjoy doing. You know how some people love to play basketball? Well, I love to give and help my peoples. Okay.
And not to cut you off, but just a sidebar. Thanks to Jomy, that appearance I had on that festival stage in Newark, that's all thanks to her.
You're welcome.
Also, and a big shout out to also Deuce from DY Music Radio.
Deuce Martinez. Yes.
You know what I mean? I met him out there, great dude. Both him and his wife, phenomenal people. I hope to network with them more, but they know that. But yeah, no, that was a big thanks to you for helping getting me on that stage.
Listen, all I do is what I do is usually just give back. Like, there's not really like I ain't getting nothing out of that. I was just like, listen, we need more people on the stage that are regular, artists, people that need to be heard. And, when I heard you, when I heard your music and I heard, I felt your vibe and all that, I was like, something, maybe we should just bring him on. What's the future without the youth? Talk to me. You feel me?
Very true.
That's just how I see it. People have a different mindset. My mindset is just legit.
When for the youth, right? Hold on 1 second. My bad. Give me a moment. Oh, my bad. Is you? I forgot that it really wasn't shown, but I definitely want to give my sister a shout out, who was nice enough to sponsor today's episode. 10, 12, oh, my bad. 10, 12, 15 candles. This candle right here is called the Mandu. Hey, I'm telling, this is fire. This candle's fire.
And you know what I'm gonna ask you? I'm gonna ask you, where's my candle, Ray?
I got you. I'm gonna steal one from the sister. No, you're supposed
to buy it off your sister. Don't be stealing from your sister. Support your small. Listen, just because you family don't mean you get a discount. My sister got a whole nutrition club. Shout out to my sister Kenya over at 973 Nutrition, 7 Ave in Newark, New Jersey. But anyways, I don't even get discounts. Well,
No. My sis, no, like I definitely support. So anybody who's into candles, 10, 12, 15, and I'm sorry that the light's super bright. 10, 12, 15, that's also on my page as well. Check them out. Especially this candle, the Mandu. Oh, there you go. Thank you. 10, 12, 15 candles on Etsy. That's the page right there. Check it out. Copy candle. Trust
that
me,
rose
you will
bush
not.
Pretty.
Yo, you will not regret it. You will not
she
regret
got a Valentine's Day bundle box. You better get on it. Y'all know, listen, y'all know Valentine's Day is in a week. Y'all better get y'all gifts. And if you know the order's gonna take a week, why you gonna wait till last minute? What, you gonna go to the Poppy over there by the light rail and try to buy a teddy bear and some flowers? I hope she throws a teddy bear at you for not buying her some candles.
And get it for your wife, get it for your hubby, get it for your side piece, get it for your widows, whatever you want to call it. Copy candle, like smell up your room, you know what I mean, get into the groove of things, and you know what I mean, there you go. But yeah, going back to what you were saying, Jomy, the youth, where do you feel, because I see it a lot that it's like there's a gap, right, that hasn't been bridged yet with I don't want to call them old, I don't want to call them, like, you know what I mean, like I would call them seasoned veterans, right? Where do you think the disconnect happens? Do you think that the media tends to shine a light on the smallest crumb of disconnect and they just blow it up? Because there are seasoned veterans who are willing to, you know, share their knowledge with the youth, and there are those in the youth community who is willing to learn, but I think the media tends to blow this disconnect up with certain people, and they just make it seem like it's young versus old.
I know what you're talking about, and I think you're talking about more generation or music.
I mean, for the most part, what I've seen has been music related.
Music,
but you know how it is. Sometimes you might be like, "Yo, like, homie, that's not the way to go," and I'm like, "Yo, shut up, old man. What you mean? Like, you're 55 out here wearing a pair of Timbs. What you know?" So it's like, you know what I mean? It also transfers over at times.
Yeah, well, I mean, it all depends on, everything's derived on environment, right? Where you grew up at, and also your morals and your values. Where does it divide? I want to say it divided with the generation before us. The generation before us and us, millennials, I'm talking about us late 80s, early, I'm talking about like 1995 babies, y'all don't even count. 94, y'all don't even count yet. Okay, yet. Don't yell at me now. But like, for instance, the generation before us and us, for instance, right? We were just thrown into the wolves and said, figure it out. Okay, nobody gave us a manual, nobody gave us an instruction, nobody told us the how to do things. You feel me? A lot of us figure shit out at the end of our 20s and 30s, when everything should have been figured out in our mid-20s, early 20s. You know, as soon as you know, 22, 23, 24, maybe 25, you got it kind of figured out. But a lot of us didn't figure it out until our 29, 28, 30s. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of the shit failed. You know what I mean? Because, for instance, I was raised with my brother's generation. You know, my brother was born in.
Oh, technical difficulty. Waiting for Jomy to come back. Once again, this is season. Oh, okay. I'm back.
So yeah, my brother was born in the late 70s. So he was raised between the 80s and the 90s, or whatever the case may be. And everything was pretty much figure it out. There was no manuals. Like now I can go on TikTok and get a whole career. No university needed. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just feel like our generation, the generation before us, if we already see that we didn't receive guidance, if we already see that they didn't, help us at all, then maybe we should just lend a hand and try to help them not make the same mistakes we did. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
there's a lot of kids out here that, they want help. You know what I mean? Then they're trying to seek help, but they're too scared because they got this notion that, you got to figure it out. And that's us. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had to figure it out. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, like, you have to be able to kind of guide the youth and try to take somebody under the wing. Like, I'm not saying go out there and collect 1,000 kids and change them. I mean, with all that, it comes time. You know what I mean? Just one child at a time. It's not really something that happens overnight.
Do you think there may not be enough like resources, like maybe panels, even now virtual panels, that to try to bridge that gap?
Panels, I mean, the panels like this, now we're getting into more or less like the culture, the hip hop culture, the music culture, those type of platforms. Now we have TikTok, we have Instagram, and we have Facebook, and we got Clubhouse, and we got what else? We got a whole bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah.
That everybody can basically tap into. So there is a lot of platforms, you know what I mean? But you got to be hungry, and don't get it twisted. These little kids is hungry, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, they hungry, because I've done met like some 23-year-olds that they're on the road to success. And again, that's because the generation before us, right, have the 19-year-olds, the 20-year-olds, the 18-year-olds right now. So they already have these kids in the right path. You feel me? And that's what I'm saying. Like, and we have to help them get into the right path. Our time passed, unfortunately. But that's just my opinion.
Right. Like, how do you guide someone who has this idea that they have to follow the rest of the sheep? Because, for example, like these XXL freshman list, a lot of them artists are only a good maybe 2-3 years max. But then it's like, I don't think they have the tools weren't laid out on what they can do to maybe have that longevity, or what happens when the people give up on you or the suits give up on you.
Well, first of all, the people ain't giving up on you. You giving up on yourself. Let's start with that. Second of all, yeah, we have all these platforms and all these opportunities and stuff. And I just feel like there's different demons and different levels. And that's why a lot of people lean towards the independent artist and the independent industry, opposed to going, trying to get a contract.
Right.
And, coming from somebody that got locked into 2 contracts, independent, it's hard work. It's hard work as an independent artist, but you got to do what you got to do. Even when people sit here and tell you, oh, you can't do this, or you whack as hell, or you 31 and still rapping. Well, brother, that ain't your problem. You ain't feeding me. You ain't housing me. You ain't doing shit for me. So guess what? You keep pushing. You know what I mean? For yourself.
Right.
And you got to keep going. Like, your dreams only stop the day that you start saying, I'm over it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So everything's just, mindset. And like I said, a lot of people rather do independent because they want to keep all their money. Like, for instance, let's talk about Uzi Vert and this $24 million diamond that he put in his thing. Do you know how much real estate that is? He could have invested that money into something else. And you know that his net worth is only 16 million. So guess what he's doing? He's signed to a label. Now he's $24 million in debt. Now the label's like, hey, look, you got to go out and make this money for me. Right? Now he's tied up. Now, if he was an independent artist, first of all, he would have never done that dumb shit. And second of all, Seriously, like who walks around? Listen, I just hope that he's smart and he makes an investment out of that diamond instead, because that's $24 million. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he's only worth 16 million.
All he needs is that Uber to break down in the wrong hood.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, sorry, man, but I'm on my way. I'm going up to the east side.
Yeah, and he's fucked. But look, now he owes the label $24 million.
That's crazy.
So that's why everybody usually go the independent route. And again, it's hard work. You know, there's a lot of things that go behind the scenes. There's a lot of things that you got to do, you know, for yourself. You don't have, you're independent artist. You're your own marketing director, your own manager, your own producer, your own everything. You feel me? And it's a lot of work. But at the end of the day, if you hungry, you hungry. You're going to get it.
Even if you feel discouraged at times, like if this is what you want, then you're gonna work for it. Because believe it or not, there are a lot of very successful independent artists. Tech Nine, Russ, R.A. the Rugged Man, Insane Clown Posse. There's a bunch of independent artists that are very successful in their lane. So
look at Russ. Russ, I started following Russ when he was like literally in Atlanta, independent on SoundCloud. Probably had like Teed Up, the song Teed Up was up. That was one of his SoundCloud sensations or whatever. And you know, when I was at Rejects Worldwide Radio, I was like, yo, we got to interview this guy. And I tried to interview him. And look, that consistency that he just kept going and kept going and kept going. And now look, he's independent artist. He has so many productions under his belt. You know what I mean? He played it smart. All, like, for instance, Neo and, you know, these songwriters, they did the behind the scene work, you know, which was the hard work, you know, and then they worked their way up. But, you know, we talking about independent artists, and Russ is probably one of the examples that I would have and stuff like that. So.
And Russ is definitely dope. Definitely dope.
Tech is a savage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, like that dude has like documentaries on YouTube, and it's just like mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like his businesses, just like Snow the Product, another example of a successful independent artist.
Mm-hmm.
When pre-COVID, she toured damn near the entire year. Now she has a ranch. Everything she needs, she has in the comfort of her own home.
Yep. And that's
and now she got the podcast.
Look at that. And she's dope. She's definitely dope.
Hella dope.
But yeah, I just feel like the two platforms are like completely different. And it's basically what you're looking for. You know what I mean? Are you trying to be in debt for the rest of your life, or are you trying to build your money, you know, and keep investing in yourself until you get to where you need to be?
Yeah, that's wild, yo. Like, there's so much I could do with 24 million.
And you're right. I'm over here in the chat and on YouTube. You're right. It's never too late. I'm still singing in the background for a lot of people. I'm serious. There's people that have asked me to like just, yo, can you just hop on this track for me? And I'll just go ahead and do some vocals behind the scenes. So yeah, I know it's never too late. Never too late. So yeah, Ray, what's your next question?
No, I mean, this is more so like, you know what I mean, just getting into things and introducing people to you, people who might have tuned into my show before who don't know, like, you know, the many jars that your hands go into. I'm excited for the few people, the few guests that we will have on this season. I'm excited for them. I already got Samad Savage for the season, so I'm excited for that.
Man, Samad is definitely super dope. Wait till you have him on your show. Hayes the kid too. Don't put no beat. Hayes will go in and he won't shut up. But it's, you know, it's really good bars though. He got bars. He's
Word.
really dope. Hayes the Kid and I actually hosted the Reject Show. Yeah, Mama Rejects had stepped down for just a well, she was playing behind the scenes, like not playing as in like playing around. I mean like working behind the scenes. And then me and Hayes said, "Come on, let's do this." And then we started doing bars over bullshit. And then shout out to Kosan and Break a Leg that he also, you know, from when I stopped in 2019, and then Kosan kind of kept going with his stuff. Kosan is really about the culture. And, you know, he started doing his shows over in Cafe Soleil in Jersey City before quarantine. And then now he has his own show. I believe it's on Fridays at 9 p.m. on YouTube. Check out Break a Leg. Pretty dope rappers, pretty dope bars, because they, you know, they actually go into the actual culture. You feel me? Like, and into the independent industry. So you might want to go check him out. Check all of them out. They're pretty dope. And Hayes is always on there, so Hayes is always dropping some gems. That boy.
How much of a fan of ciphers are you?
Me? Well, I lost my love for cypher. I don't want to say I lost it because I didn't. I was a little like, you know, what do they say? Watch hustling. Like when I left Rejects, I kind of like stopped everything at all. Like I kind of isolated myself from everything. And but the love is there because I beatbox. You know, I started, you know, young playing the drums, and I kind of like learned how to hum and beatbox at the same time. So growing up, I was the only tomboy out of like 12 guys. And my mom had given me the mushroom cut. I was flat chested. Okay. I was a little boy. Okay. And so the guys used to shout out to Vanity. Sorry, I wasn't the only girl. Vanity was also part of it. And that's how I know Vanity from way back in the day. I mean, I'm talking about we were young elementary school kids. And so, you know, we would do a whole cipher on the block, and I'd be the one beatboxing. And everybody's just, you know, going in, everybody. And then I'd switch it up. And that's basically how I fell in love with hip hop, you know, in you know, actually beatboxing and in the cipher. And, you know, once you love the cipher, you can't let go. It's so hard.
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you're saying.
Yeah,
being the cipher whore that I am.
Yeah. But I see, at least you rap. I don't rap, even though I was told that I would sound good rapping, but I don't rap. So I'm just there for the beat.
No, but you know the cipher. You know there's still a cipher culture following. And I'm not like someone has said to me that ciphers are dead. I'm like, nah, man, no, they not.
Ciphers ain't dead. Look, let me tell you something. The way hip hop works, the way the music industry period works, everything changes every 5 years, right? Commercial hip hop per se, to be correct. Everything changes every 5 years. It's conscious rap season, and it's coming. Okay, it's happening, and you're starting to hear more people listening to more lyrics and stuff like that. So the cipher, it never died. It's just it wasn't as popular because of all this gibberish that's been going on. You know what I mean? So the cipher isn't dead. You know.
Word.
Probably on their side of the planet, but not on this side of the planet.
Yeah, because and that's the thing too. Like there's like I've said it many times. There is still a crowd for that part of hip hop. It's just we're so used to hearing mainstream or people of higher, you know, like that mainstream media tell you that that lyrical miracle shit is dead. It's not dead. We're just stuck in the bubble that people you hear it all the time to the point where you start believing it. Not me, 'cause obviously, you know, I wouldn't be stepping foot in ciphers if I believed it.
No, I know, but that's BS. I personally think if you like the culture, you like the culture, and That's pretty much it, you know. That I don't think it died. It's just mass media. Like the media is getting paid to promote whatever they're gonna promote. Marketing,
Very true.
advertisement 101. They're gonna listen, I want to push this. So guess what? I'm gonna give you $2.3 million to push this and to drown out this. And that's what's gonna happen. And so that's, you know, man, don't make me get into no conspiracy shit.
Yeah. All right. So besides Quarantine and Rap, what other platforms in Jersey do you feel artists should be very aware of?
I feel like and again, I'm going to say this again. You're talking about independent or commercial, because if you're independent, you have to check out the you know, Karev with Heritage Hip Hop, and then again, this is within the culture. You also have to check out Tori Indeed with Vibe to Vibe. She's pretty dope. And her network is pretty. She's very knowledgeable. Like she is very, very smart. Like when I sit down with her, I like to pick her brain. You know I do, Tori. Anyways, and she's very, very. Her network marketing skills is very up there. Also, yep, the world does
Very
real
true.
bars. Yeah, you read that. You read that.
Very true.
No more auto
Very
tune
true.
shit.
Very true.
It's so dead. So dead.
All facts.
I'm over it. Somebody take T-Pain back.
Yo, influence. It was only right. It was only right.
Oh, look, I just read that. Yeah, what's
It
up?
was only right.
Influence is also on Rejects. Pretty dope. He's very dope, man. He's very. Have you heard him rap too? It's pretty good.
Probably not, but I will now. Influence, hit me up.
I don't know if he's still in the music game, but hit him up. But yeah.
But no, what I mean is more so the independence.
Independent artists, Break a Leg. Like if you're going cypher, you want to try to do Break a Leg. You want to try to do what's this other guy's name with Vicky? Oh my God, it was a cypher you was on too. It's not
Me?
coming. Yes, you was on it like 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
Cypher Circuit.
All right, so here, look, this is the thing with Cypher Circuit. Mad love to the Cypher Circuit alumni. Unfortunately, Cypher Circuit does not exist anymore.
No, I know.
It's heartbreaking because we never got a final
branched off of something else.
Nah, what I've been on is Grind Mode Cypher.
Yeah.
Which was like the rival company to Team Backpack. So Grind Mode Cypher, and that's another thing, spoiler, catch me on one of the new COVID-16 ciphers for Grind Mode Cypher. But any artist, man, look, if you got the pen, hit up Lingo, Grind Mode Cypher, and get involved with that platform, because I salute Grind Mode Cypher. There's a bunch of dope lyricists on that platform.
Word. Sorry.
No. But you, aside from like Big Seven, I hope I'm not saying it wrong.
Big Seven, what's up? Brick City.
Nonfiction
radio. What's up,
like there's a bunch of platforms out here in Jersey that a lot of artists may not be aware of.
Have you
even New Jersey hip hop?
Have you heard of Ear Milk? That's an independent platform.
I've heard of Ear Milk. And I think I've even tried to submit to them, but you know, they just didn't accept me.
You're so silly. He said they still want to accept me. But I mean, and there's new platforms coming out. So it's about you building your momentum, you building your own platform. Like for instance, what's that in the Bronx? I'm always forgetting DMX Radio.
No, DSN, the Matrix Studio.
Yeah, the Matrix Studio. That was a dope spot though.
But I'm confused about them because I know they were in the Bronx, but then I think they might have moved to Manhattan, but I don't know if they're back in the Bronx. I need answers. I want to get on DSN. I'm trying to get on that platform for an
With
interview,
Heidi?
but I just don't know
So
where
why
the
don't
hell
you
they at.
just hit Heidi up?
Who?
I'll send you the link. Heidi.
Yeah, yeah.
She basically she's one of their behind the scenes and also a host over there too. So
That
that I've been there about two, 3 times. It's pretty dope. But I mean,
like
there's a lot of platforms, and you got to do your research because you got to you got to do what works for you. You know, there's a lot of artists that are, you know, not good in the cipher, but they're good performers. You know, there's a difference. You know,
yeah.
so you got to do what works for you as an artist, and you got to be comfortable in your own skin. You can't be forcing shit. When you force things, it don't really pan out.
Being someone who isn't new to this, like, what would you like to see artists do, right, to further their journey? What would you like to see them? What would you like to see them conquer?
Multiple streams of income. It don't matter if you're a rapper, if you're cleaning toilets, multiple streams of income. Build multiple streams of income, and you're gonna keep building with your main focus being your music career, and everything will fall into its place. And you know, there's a bunch of ways that you can make money. Day trading, you know, you don't have to have a perfect credit score to go and start purchasing homes. You know what I mean? You know, I know a girl that with $22,000 a year that she made, she went and purchased a home. And guess what? She's on her 4th home. Okay. So and maybe real estate ain't for you. Maybe building equity ain't for you, but you got to be able to have multiple streams of income to be able to get you there, whether it's selling your merch. You know what I mean? Pushing your merch, trying to go into people's inbox like, hey, look, you know, I'll give you 25% off for, you know, this, for that. You know, you got to get your hustle on. Everything's not handed to you. And if you want something handed to you, best believe you're going to be owing something. I'm just saying.
Word.
So this is the world we live in. And, you know, again, you got to have that hustle in you, and you got to try to find multiple streams of income. How can I make $10,000 with a hat? You know, how can I make this a lucrative business? You know what I mean? And shout out to Karev, because Karev definitely instills that in any artist that comes around heritage hip hop or around Karev. He will instill that shit in you. He will tell you multiple streams of income. Okay, and you know, I can't stress this enough, but it helps you. It helps build your career. It helps build your dreams, and it helps you push harder. You know what I mean?
And that's another thing. Shouts to Karev, because I was a guest on his show recently, and I've said it many times. I despise the simple format of interviews where they ask you for a short bio and they interview you based off that little paragraph. But the questions that Karev was asking me, I could barely answer them because I was not expecting it. And for that to happen, that means he is great at what he does. And I say great on some Tony the Tiger, all capital letters, great. Karev is great at what he does. And to do that, and let me put this out there now. I am not trying to make myself look higher than the sky, but for someone who enjoys being interviewed but dislikes the format of the typical interview, to be left speechless in some of the questions, salute to Karev.
Lord, Karev is is somebody you got to sit there and pick his brain, and he will teach you some things. But you know, you got to have multiple streams of income, and anybody will tell you the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. You know, so you got to start out somewhere, and don't feel discouraged that you're not going to find one, because not everything is for everybody. You know, you're going to fail 1,000 times before you get it right. And yes, be the hunter and not the hunted. You read that?
Nah.
It's the truth. Yeah, I read that. I definitely read that. Be the hunter, not the hunted. And it's the truth, you know? At the end of the day, you got to, just how hungry you want it, how bad you want it, I mean. So.
What female artists have been on your radar?
On my radar, female, Blackberry. She's a Trinidadian artist. If y'all want to check her out, she's over on IG. Her name is Blackberry, at Blackberry. But she's definitely a dope artist. She's also a dancer. She's also an actor. She just dropped some music. Listen. You want to know how I met her? Let me tell you how I met her. I be meeting people everywhere. It so happened that she was going to go perform at the Carnival over in Trinidad, and it was right before quarantine last year, right in January of last year. She left, and whatchamacallit, I was like, all right, I'll cover for you. So I covered for her, but mind you, this was my first time meeting her. So I covered for her at work, and then I started like before she left, I started learning that she was an actual artist, and she was like, you don't think, she felt a little discouraged. But then I was like, girl, her sound is amazing. She's dope. She's definitely a dope artist and somebody to look at. Who I do want to see is Drea from Neptune.
Drea,
Woo!
I've heard Drea. She's dope. She's definitely dope.
Drea from Neptune. She has bars and she's a singer. Oh, you know who else? The Fire. Get out of here.
Yo, Jomy, the Fire's verse for my song on Suave Ramon that's gonna be on Suave Ramon. She killed it, torched it.
Listen,
she torched it. So shouts to the Fire, yo.
Yeah, the Fire.
She definitely killed it.
The Fire. She's so talented, and I'm talking about all the way around. Like as a producer, beat maker, mix and match. Yo, she sings, she sings, she raps, she ghostwrites. Like she's just an all around gem. She's definitely dope.
I know she has something coming out. I'm not sure if it dropped yet. The Fire, if you're listening, my apologies. But I have been seeing her teasing a project. So
yeah, I saw she actually there was one song that somebody used as a background to a standstill picture on the reel, and and I reposted it, but I didn't know it was you know how you hear the music and it sounds good and you see the reel is relatable, so you share it.
Right.
And so she inboxes me and she's like, yo, that's my song. I said, what? She's like, that's my song. She was like, no, I'm talking about the song in the reel. That's my song. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. So she's doing her thing. It's happening.
Yeah, shouts to the Fire. Jomy, as we near the end of our co-pilot episode, how excited are you for the season?
I'm excited actually because I'm now just coming back to the scene of the radio world because I've done a lot of behind the scene work, guys. Like I've been behind the scenes for a very, very long time, and I've been told you need to be in front of the camera, and I'm like, no, I like to be in the back. I like
Swifty, today was a good day.
Yes, it was.
That's funny. That's a funny comparison. I'm excited. Being that, I'm not sure if I want to call it this season is, is your comeback. I don't know if I want to take responsibility for that, but I am super.
It's your fault I'm here. Hold on.
I didn't want to, I didn't want to big myself up in that way.
Hold on. I'm about to start looking to see. Yes, it's your fault. I'm blaming it on you. It's like, nah, you encouraged me to do this because I was really more, like I said, I like to work behind the scenes. I like to push new artists. Shout out to Gabriel de los Santos, and I'm actually working behind the scenes with him, where he dropped his song Tal Vez, and we're actually doing his video. Shout out to Pac North. I'm sorry. Pac North is actually the one that's gonna do the video, produce the video and stuff like that. And so, I've been working again behind the scenes with the youth, trying to push them. I'm writing music for younger girls that are trying to make it in the industry, you know. And again, it's about building our youth and trying to build a platform for them because, like, you know, the conversation that I had with Pac North was nobody told us how to get into this music industry or how to build ourselves as artists.
Mm-hmm.
We just thought that it was like get a contract and try to, you know how many times I went on American Idol? 7 times. And every time I went on there, they told me, you don't belong on here. You need to go work and do your own music, do your own work. And then on one of the American Idols, that's when I met my manager, my old manager that locked me into a contract to go and start singing for Chrisette Michele. So it takes you 1,000 failures to actually achieve something. And I wanted to kind of like cut that for our youth and kind of like give them that guidance. And, you know, Pac North is in, you know, is game with me. And, you know, I just like to work behind the scenes and try to push our younger people that have the opportunity to be able to, like, you know, be bigger than themselves. You feel me?
Right. And I respect that. I respect that because one thing about me, I've always wanted to work with a lot of artists. Like, I'm that type of person. I do feel a lot of them may try to, I think they might like turn the corner in regards to me. I don't know why, but you know what I mean? Like, when I come across someone that I think is dope, my thing is, yo, like, I want to work with you. Like, I want to do a song with you. And you know what I mean? Build from there because look, the funny thing, and this is such a small world, Gabriel is the cousin to one of my, you know what I mean, closest friends that I've known since I was 13, 14. So when you did the group chat and I saw the picture, I'm like, hold up, is this what I think it is? Then I hit my guy, I'm like, yo, is your cousin such? He said, yeah. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, someone's connecting the dots for me to work with him. Next thing you know, I'm on a 3-way FaceTime call with Gabriel, and you know what I mean? It's just that it's amazing. And that's another thing. Thank you for that too, because that's probably one of my favorite songs that I got. And the person mixing it, he was like, yo, I really love this song. It's an amazing song. Yeah. So like I've always been someone like, yo, like if you're dope and I think you're dope, let's work, let's build, because once I know something and I think you'd be good for it, I'm gonna try to, like, I'm gonna tag you, I'm gonna tell that person, like, yo, you need to check him out. Try to, you know what I mean? If anything, book him for your show. Shouts to Katie, because Katie's definitely someone that I'd be like, yo, check him out. Or I'll tag him in her post. I'm like, yo, check his music out. So she gets, I'm pretty sure she hates me for it. But, you know, mad love, Katie. It's all love. But yeah, no, like if you're a dope artist, yo, like work, because that's one thing about Atlanta. That is one thing about Atlanta. They work together.
Yeah, and they work together. What, you talking about Atlanta, right?
Yeah, like an artist.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were talking about something else.
Nah.
But yeah, I mean, you got to work hard. There's no way nobody's gonna come over here and say, Mina, here's some money. Here. They're not gonna do that, because then you owe them something after that.
Right.
So like that's why I'm so adamant about building a platform, you know, for the youth and try to push the youth again behind the scenes. So I mean, it's something a lot of people, you know, don't have that mindset, but at the end of the day, you know.
And that's one thing with Quarantine and Rap that I've always tried to let people know is like, yo, when you come to Quarantine and Rap, if you ask if I don't already do it, I would be able to, like, yo, listen, I know this person with a platform, and I know this person. Hit them up. If I don't already hit them up, I'm like, yo, Ray sent me.
That's network marketing, bro.
I'm just trying to, you know, I know what it's like to be your own team, your own everything. And if I can try to, like, you know what I mean, like, even if I know someone who can interview you, yo, look, hit this person up and tell them that I sent you. And then from there, I'll even set up the group chat. Once you guys make your presence known, I'm dipping out the chat. And y'all take it from there. Yeah, I mean, UK artists are dope. UK artists are dope.
And some Japanese artists. Don't
They're
play.
different.
And not for
They're definitely
nothing, but
dope.
have you ever worked or purchased a beat from somebody in like Germany back, over on that side of the universe?
You
The
know, yeah,
planet,
I've
not the
purchased,
universe, the planet.
I've purchased many beats, and I mean, at this point, I don't even know honestly. I don't know. I know my cousin DJ Hectech. He tries like he tells like he's introduced me, whether it be in person or online. He tell me, "Yo, hit this person up and tell them that you know me," and like I'll network with a couple people, producers in France, UK. So I'm I might have purchased something from someone from the UK, but you know what I mean. Like they definitely dope out there. I think the thing with me is that I'm more. I guess I'm trying to get my music exposed more overseas than home.
I mean, you know damn well the strangers will support you before anybody that knows you.
Yes.
It's just the honest truth. You know,
Yeah.
it's fucked up, but it is what it is. So your support's coming from whoever loves you, whoever loves your music. That's pretty much what it is.
Word.
I
Word.
like my song. Let me tell you about this song that I hate. It's called "I Can't Let You Go." It's somewhere on YouTube somewhere. Um, so I was signed to DG Music Group. Shout out to Dave. And this one song hit number one in France. And guess who knocked me down? Hello, it's me. Of course you're gonna knock me down. But I got a lot of support from France. What? Number
I
one in
mean,
France?
there
Listen.
you go. I'm from the UK. Was brought up on the US rap game. I'm stubborn, old school, but UK grammar's kind of winning me over. Listen, man. Whatever it is, if you can conquer every style, be versatile. Be versatile. If you want to boom bap grime, if you can manage to make all that work and be a versatile artist so that they don't place you in one box, bro, do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. That's one thing about me. I hate when people try to put me in a box, a one style box. Nah, man. Nah, I want to show you what this pen could do.
Yeah, you have to be versatile. There's no way.
Nah, because you know what I mean. It's like one of them. It's like one of them candy boxes with all different types of chocolates in it. They're not all the same candy. You know what I mean? You got to give a variety of things.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do. And with the way competition is nowadays, you have to be ready for anything and everything. Everything's
Word.
get competition is very like. I just feel like social media has given people so much confidence to be able to actually display their talent
Mm.
that the competition has become more. It's become harder. There's people that you'll find that you're like, I don't spit bars. I'm a singer. I don't spit.
Yeah, I can't spit bars. I like that.
Yo, I can't.
Yo, you don't have to. Nah, fam, you don't have to spit bars to be good. You know what I mean? Like probably could be one of the greatest songwriters.
Yeah, not even
Whatever you.
that. Like, there's people like I've met artists that are their penmanship is sharper than their performance or than their coming off the dome. It's completely different. Yes, it's good to be versatile, with all types of genres and stuff like that. But if your penmanship is stronger than you being a performer, then you might as well just try to chase the bag with that penmanship. You feel me? So
Yeah, because on some real shit. Fun fact: I'm not a great freestyler, and I
well,
may I
you
may
fooled me.
I may sound like Boyz II Men when I take a shower, but you know what I mean. Like that you got strengths and you don't have. And
Excuse you?
nah, come on, Katie. Come on, Katie. You know
Excuse
damn.
you?
You know
You're not
damn
a
well.
good freestyler?
Hey,
My name Bennett, and I ain't in it.
hey.
Whoa, whoa,
That is a
whoa,
little,
whoa, whoa,
that is
whoa,
a
whoa.
fun fact about me.
First of all, fun fact about him, he's a goddamn fucking liar. Second of all, happy season 2, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
We here.
Number
We here.
3, Ray the goddamn fucking liar. And just for that, I'm gonna give you this as my
Oh
gift
no.
to you, okay?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
That's
Oh,
the gift.
Morgan 50. Morgan 50. Oh,
Yo,
oh,
I was just talking about this yesterday. You know Mayweather want to fight 50?
oh my God. Yo, they need to get it over with already. They just need to throw hands and get it over with.
Mayweather and 50?
Yeah, just get it over with,
They
man.
remind me of me and my middle sister. Always fighting for no reason.
Yeah, no, they need to settle that score already.
Oh, for real, because it's getting old. And they too old for this. Aren't they like pushing 50? Ain't 50
Nah,
pushing 50?
50 another one.
How old is 50?
50 gotta be in his 40s.
No, 50 is pushing to be 50. Like he really is. And I'm
Hold on.
we
I
find
gotta
out.
see for
You see,
myself.
45.
45, right?
Yep. He's a Cancer. July 6, 1975. That explains him.
Yeah.
But yeah, 50 getting old. How old is Mayweather? I'm about to find out how old is Mayweather. He's grandfathers. And didn't Mayweather just have a child?
I think his child just had a child.
That's right. Yeah, Mayweather's 43.
Yeah, they're
But
not the
still,
same.
you guys are like in your 40s trying to fight each other. I thought they leave that for the young kids.
Right? Maybe they should just play a game of dominoes and just call it a day.
For real.
Some domino play a game of dominoes with a chopped cheese on the side. Call it a day.
With a bodega sandwich on the side.
There you go. One of them pressed ham and cheese sandwiches. Ah.
Yo. Childhood memories. Yeah, there's this bodega over by my high school, the Rich Street store. If you're from Newark, you know about Rich Street sandwiches. Those sandwiches. When you come to Newark, go to the Rich Street store on Park Ave and Rich Street and order yourself a sandwich. It's about this big and it's good. And you can go to Cooper's too, up on what's that, Orange Street. You can go up there and get a big ass sandwich. Those are legendary. Those are really old, popular sandwiches over at Cooper's. But them bodega sandwiches are it.
Word.
Too bad.
Bodegas ain't the same. I mean, there's still a lot of areas where the bodegas are still popping, that you can always depend on. But when they open a new bodega, it's like,
it's not the same.
No.
I mean, if the cat's on the bread and they're playing 97, Mundo Nueve, then it's pretty much the same.
Like, man, you better not give me a fucking Kraft cheese slice. Don't give me that.
Nah, they don't do that in the bodegas that I know.
Well, thank God, because they be cheating the system. I was like, yo, take this back. I didn't pay for that.
Seriously. Who gave out sandwiches that the cheese didn't melt?
Oh, Mr. Ja Rule himself.
That's right.
Mr. Firefest. Fried ass sandwiches.
They shot the fuck out. But anyways, let's wrap this up.
Yes.
Season 2.
Season 2, we are here. Ray Pearson, the Jomy Los, who happens to walk on water for a living.
Yeah, right. Get out of here. If I walked on water, boy, would have been on water.
A woman with many talents, a great vocalist. I am excited to have her a part of this. She is as important to Quarantine and Rap. So I'm excited for this season. I'm excited for Thursday nights to be excited, not only for me but for the viewers. I'm Ray Pearson.
I'm Jomy Los.
And as it goes, you already know. Right.
We out of here.